Hi, Sean Hughes, the Ag Center. Give me a weekly update on commodity prices here in California. Dairy prices continue to climb this week, kind of getting to the 17.78 average for the next 6 months, climbing to 18, almost $19 after the current month. We're about $16 right now. A lot of that climb has been despite the fact that we've had a report this week, on the February production showing about 2.9% up in volume, also an increase of another 15,000 cows in the dairy herd in the U.S. That's being offset to the fact that we're priced well in the EU, price range with butter and cheese. So butter and cheese export volumes are kind of crazily moving ahead. Non-fat dry milk powder is also helping with that. We've got a really kind of constriction in supply there, which is driving prices up. The price for non-fat dry milk powder was better per pound than butter this week for the first time since 2014. And a lot of that powder volume, I think, is the fact that we've been worried a lot about butter and cream volumes moving to these butter markets, and what we're kind of finding out is they're taking those excess creams off of the butter that used to be kind of disposable and no value and moving them into other areas like non-fat dry milk and whey powders. That's pulled additional product out of the non-fat dry milk area, and kind of gotten us to the point where we're a little bit of scarcity. So that's helping the powder volume. That has all been pushing the milk prices up. Dairy cattle prices still remaining high on the cull side. So there's still a shortage of beef, about $1.58 to $1.60 on cull cows, $15.25 on cross calves, $9.25 for bull calves on the Holstein side, and then $9.75 for Jersey cross calves. Prices still remain high on those animals. There's still a constriction of supply on the beef side. We'll get into that in a second. Forage prices remaining kind of light as far as winter forage crops, anywhere from $30 to $35. South market $25 to $30 standing, and the north market for winter forage. I think canola is going to be coming on pretty quick here. Canola is moving up as the trade agreement with with Canada and China kind of get canceled, and they're going to be moving canola back into China again. So it's gone from $205 at the beginning of the year to about almost $300 per ton now. Corn's also been moving up with all this fighting in Iran, and demand for corn is probably going to push up a little bit with ethanol switch. Some people are kind of focusing on that. Those two things might squeeze a little bit of the milk feed margin, but so far what I'm looking at is with the increased milk prices, we'll still be okay in the black. Beef prices staying about $5.61 per pound to $6 per pound, depending on the market you're at for 4.5 weight steers. Still a shortage of cattle in the market. March feed reports for this month from the USDA and WASDE came out and showing a continued decrease in the number of animals getting marketed, decrease in the number of placements, and the actual overall herd shrinking again. That's being compounded by these wildfires in the Midwest. Like 775,000 acres of grass are on fire right now in the Midwest, affecting feed availability for about 40,000 head. And I think that's going to take that whole idea that we're going to have retention for heifers this year, that may have a 2-year outlay to kind of relieve some of these constrictions we have in beef supplies. That's going to take a lot of that away because those cattlemen are not going to retain heifers and grow the herd this year based upon that stuff. So the beef still says remaining high as long as the consumer continues to buy. All-in prices moved up about 5 to 10 cents this week, about $2.50 average, $2.55 average for all sizes. For non-parals, about $2.35 for cows. Picked up prices this week based upon the shipping report, which shows we're up about 12 to 23%, depending on the export market you're working on. Domestic demand's down a little bit, but the export market's really carrying that along and keeping prices moving up. As long as that export demand stays there, despite the fact that we've got shipping issues in the Middle East where a lot of those products go, we'll continue to see a high price for those products, but there could be a downside risk if fuel prices remain high and you get shipping costs that get kind of tacked on to these nuts when guys are looking at the final delivered price for when they get there at the end. And the last but not least, if you're a consumer looking at beef price in the store, box beef at $4 per pound this week is probably the highest it's been in a long period of time. I think it's going to continue to climb this year. And like I said, a lot of these commodity prices are going to depend on what the consumer is doing. With this coming inflation that's going to be reflected when gas prices finally work their way through the economy. That's got this week for Ag Commodities. Thanks.